Do you think that there's a difference between delivering with a midwife versus a hospital birth? Hey mamas, it's your Cajun Stork here, Midwife Kyra. As you know, I believe in truly natural birth because I know it makes for better birth experiences. Consider subscribing to my channel because I know you're gonna believe in it too. Speaking of truly natural, today's Midwife Monday video is from Jeanelle, one of our birth house mamas, and her perspective of her amazing birth house birth after experiencing 2 previous hospital births and how it impacted and changed her life. So one of the first questions that I asked Jeanelle was, what made you switch to midwifery care?
I didn't switch over to the birth house till I was about 36 weeks. I think I was about 36 weeks along. And I finally said, okay, I just need something different. I had 2 previous hospital births. They were just very long births, and it was hard. They were both natural, and it was just hard to labor naturally in that setting. I think I did as best as you could, but you're so limited in so many areas. You can only be in control of so much. So eventually I decided I needed to go somewhere and do something different and be in control of my birth as much as I could be.
Well, the idea of the birth house at first was sort of a no-brainer, no way. She started talking about it a little bit more, and I said, okay, well, let's ask all the questions we want to ask. Let's find out as much information as we can. And all the answers we got made more sense than I ever thought they would.
Right, so first off, you get there and it's just like a commotion. Every time I would get there, my contractions were about 2 to 3 minutes apart, so I got there, I think, at the right time. But you get there and it's just bright lights. They're immediately checking you. You're stripped down, you're put into this old gown, you're restricted to a little bitty bed, and you just can't labor how you want. The bed is so tiny and narrow, and it's just all so sterile and cold, and it's not comfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Constantly people in and out that you don't know, you've never seen before, constantly checking you, fetal monitoring. I was GBS positive, so having an IV, just more and more things restricting you. It got to the point that going to the bathroom was so hard. I was trying not to use the restroom while I was in labor, and just trying to get into a comfortable position. I mean, for most of them, when I would have a contraction, I would just get on all fours on the hospital floor, like, and that's so gross and so not comfortable. So just thinking about how I was so restricted, and then also pushing. That was probably the biggest one for me. Like I said, I had my other 2 naturally in the hospital, and I had to push on my back, and it was so horrible. It didn't feel natural. It hurt so bad. I didn't want to push like that, but that's just protocol over there. So that might have been the biggest thing that made me switch, is I said, I am not having another baby like that. Whenever I switched over and I got the emails, like your 36-week handouts and stuff, and I remember on it, it said prenatal appointments are anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. And I was thinking, what on earth are we going to talk about for 30 to 45 minutes? I'm so used to going to the OB, and it's a quick 10, 15 minute, what are your questions? Let me measure you, check heartbeat, you're good, on your way. I was just thinking, what are we going to do for 45 minutes? But it was so nice, because we did, you know, we checked on baby, but it was not only checking on me physically and the baby, but also, how are you feeling emotionally? Are you having any anxieties? Talk to me about anything. And it was so nice. I felt completely cared for. Just mind, body, soul, me and baby. Just, Kyra wanted to make sure I was completely taken care of. It was so different, and it was so nice, and I fully took advantage of all 45 minutes for each appointment. I never wanted them to end. It was so nice to have a care provider provide care. You're never gonna regret being in control of your birth. Like, you're not gonna regret going into an atmosphere where people truly care about you and care about your baby and want you to listen to your body, listen to what feels right. Like, your body knows how to give birth. You conceived the baby, you grew the baby for 9 months. You can get through this. I don't think I could ever have a hospital birth again after experiencing this. It's such polar opposites. They're there for you. It's so unlike a hospital. I couldn't believe all the differences. I couldn't believe how much control over that I had over my own labor. But it makes sense. It's your labor.
So just like you, Jeanelle is a mom who is looking for a better alternative to her previous birth experiences. So next week's Midwife Monday video is going to be her entire birth story, and I know you're going to love it. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.